All right, let's do this, guys. All right, everyone, let's just start to center ourselves. Have a seat. Have your equipment nearby, but not under your feet. Sitting up tall. Shoulder blades down your back, heart open, a little bit of yes, I can, warrior, feminine energy of the universe. When I say that, close your eyes and come to your breath. The animating energy of the universe in all the traditions I study is feminine. In other words, we could have trees and people, everything that's alive, but it won't be upright, it won't be animated, it won't be alive without the feminine energy within. So think about your energy that creates the world and start deepening your breath. Find that rhythm of your breath. See if you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Big and full. Until you feel yourself settled into the space. You have a nice rhythm to your breath. And your mind is calm enough that you can just be here now in this place. And then slowly open your eyes. Inhale, circle your arms up, interlace your fingers and flip your palms up, taking your elbows back and your shoulder blades down your back, and lift your heart so you feel what that all feels like. Big inhale. And then exhale, release your hands and press your elbows behind you so you feel, again, that animation in your shoulders and your arms. And then we're going to continue this way, but this time you're going to start with your palms flipped forward in front of you. You're going to round your back, getting a little cat. And then inhale all the way up, elbows back, full expression. And then exhale, your elbows behind you with energy. See if you can take a different thumb on the top of your hands so that you have a little bit different, it feels different. And we're going to take two more just like that. Inhale. Oh, yeah. Exhale. And inhale. All the way back. Oh, yummy. Take your right hand to the earth, reach all the way over. Inhale to center, and then to the other side, reaching over, keeping the opposite hip nice and grounded. Inhale and exhale. Oh, yeah. Take one more on each side. And back to center. Circle your arms all the way up and twist to your right. Let's just get one nice twist here. Right shoulder back. Lift your heart, lift your chest. Again, edgy. Inhale back to center. And then twist the other way. Real edgy so that your right waist reaches to the left. Your left shoulder draws back. Your heart lifts up. And inhale back to center. And then make your way right to table pose, hands and knees. Good. Into some cats and cows. And then let's just see where your hips are, ladies. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Oh, yeah. Take some hip circles here. And then change directions. Now, while we're going to get into our glutes, I want to get into our your legs just a little bit. So you can extend your right leg out to the right and inhale, circle your arms up, all the way up. Big full breath, exhale down the right leg, right hand down the right leg. Inhale back to center and all the way to your left. Maybe you'll hover, maybe you'll take your hand. That's where a block comes in handy. And then you come all the way up using your core and all the way to the right. And inhale to center and to your left. Oh yeah. Let's warm things up. Inhale and exhale. Yummy. And back to center. And now I want you to come so that you're tipping from the top of the pelvis, not from rounded back. Hold it for a second for a breath, belly back. And then you take your hands to the earth. And you can come onto the tiptoes of your left foot and roll your inner thigh bones back. And your heart still reaches forward so you get a nice big stretch in your hips here. We have not done this in a while. Good. And get a nice stretch here. And then inhale back to center, extending your right leg in front of you. And this is another good place for blocks under your hands. Flexing your front right ankle, take the right outer hip back as if it wants to reach back. And then you're going to step into your right foot and take the right shin forward. And then inhale back, just warm it up. And then inhale, open it up. Always inhale on the up. Exhale back in. All right, so take that little extra sensations at the end of the inhale, at the end of the exhale to really ask yourself, you really did as much as you can. And exhale back. And inhale. Oh, and exhale. Good. Then step into your right foot. Take your left hand to the earth. Open it up all the way. In other words, take your left ribs to the right, find that twist, lean back, open it up. Good. And then take your right hand inside your right foot, and you'll either soften your elbows or take your forearms towards the earth. It doesn't matter what. Inhale, open it up. Twist. Exhale, right into those hips. Inhale, open it up. And exhale. Good. Take two more. Commit yourself to those. Because now we're going to do something fun. Yeah? Last one. Now you're going to take your longest band and you're going to step your foot in the center of the long band. Got it, guys? Right foot. Then you're going to take the band in your right hand and you're going to extend your right leg back behind you. So you're going to come through table and take your right hand to the earth and extend your right leg back. Okay, I'm just watching to make sure everyone's getting it. So the band is under your right hand and attached to the sole and the arch of your right foot. And then you're going to draw your right knee in and extend it out. Oh, yeah. Right knee in and extend it out. Now we get right into that right glute. You can always just loop it around your right foot and keep it under your right hand. Good, and extend. Inhale and exhale. Oh yeah, and you should feel it pretty quick. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it, hold it, hold it back, hold it back. And then come back to table. Now, you're going to come right onto your left hip and onto your left forearm. You're going to still have the band in your right hand and around the sole of your right foot. And you're going to extend your right leg long. Remember, you have the power for the resistance, whatever you choose. And you're simply going to lift and lower and lift. How fun is this? And lift. So if you would rather come on today at the beach pose, that works too. Or onto your forearm, left forearm, doesn't matter. Good. Just find your resistance. And breathe into it, yeah. So this is for your outer hip, your abductors, yeah. And 8, 7, 6, good, 5, 4. I want to hear you breathing. 2, last 1. And just give yourself, keep the band where it's at and just kind of shake out your right hip. Yeah. And then we're going to come back to table with the band under your right hand. So this should feel very familiar by now because we just did this. Yeah. And you're going to extend your right leg back again. This time you're going to lift your right leg up and back to center. Right leg up and back to center. And up, yeah. Make sure your core is engaged because this is also core work. Yeah, look forward, make sure your head's not dumped. And 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, last 1, and back to table and release. And let's just make our way into a child pose and get a nice stretch in both our hips and a full breath here. Okay, guys, resting time's over. Come back through table, extending your left leg directly out to the left. And then come all the way up to center. Just, I move around so I can see you, you can see me. And then left and right, left. Come back to center. And over to the right. All the way over, and come back to center. I think part of the problem of being 5'7" is getting your pants to stay up. Okay, all the way over. And over, yeah. Remember, we're still animating things to the edge of where we can. So you feel the edge of that nice big stretch. And all the way over. All right, let's just take 2 more here, moving with the breath. It's a little quicker than Ujjayi, than the yoga breath. But not much. Yeah. And back to center. Exhale, dip halfway forward. Take your hands to the earth. Come onto the tiptoes of your back right foot. Roll your inner thigh bones back and your heart forward, getting a big stretch in your hips and your right foot. Big full breath. Oh yeah. Love yoga, yeah. And then inhale back to center and extend your left leg forward, flexing the front left ankle, keeping the left outer hip back. And then you're going to step into your left foot, reach your heart forward. That's the inhale. And then exhale all the way back. So I have to slide my heel slightly forward to get a nice stretch in the hamstring and the back of the left leg, the back of the left shin. Yeah, you want to try to keep those tendons nice and soft. Inhale, and you come up. And exhale back. Should we take one more here just like this? Let's do it.
One more. Really noticing where the edge is, where the end of that pose is. Come back to center, stepping into your left foot and come into your twist. So you're going to roll your right ribs to the left and lean back. Really make sure you got it there, right? And then exhale your left hand inside your left foot, softening your chest and your elbows. And then inhale up. Yeah, big twist. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more times. Oh yeah, get right into that hip. Last one. And here we go, right into our glutes. Once again, taking my band, the long band. You can even take it across your mat and step your left foot into the center of that band. Then you're going to take the band in your left hand, take your left hand to the floor with the band and start to slide your left foot back so that your foot stays in that loop. That's one way of doing it. You could just loop it around your arch of your foot, right? So find your table, and then you're gonna bend your left knee and extend. And bend, and extend. Good.
What if the band is too short to do that?
Okay, so if the band is too short, then you can come onto your forearm, and I think go like this. You're gonna have to find some balance, but you can do that. Knee in and out. How's that? So you're gonna have to take your bottom right shin behind you to get a little bit of stability. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, certainly for the outer hips, the shorter band will work for sure. 2, last one. And into table. And now right onto your right hip. And right onto either right forearm or day at the beach. And you're going to extend your left leg nice and long. And you're simply going to lift and lower. Yeah. Keep it nice and taut. You might want to choke up on the band here a little bit. I know I kind of do. It depends on the band color. So the lighter, the yellow color has a lot more resistance than say blue. And the green has even more resistance. But lift. And 8, 7, 3, 2, last one. And back to center. And now we're going to come back to table. And I want to keep the band in your left hand and around your left foot, because this will be, I think, a lot less complicated than doing it one side and then the other. Once you have your hands nice and connected, you're going to extend your left leg back and simply lift and lower. Yeah. So this is going to really get into your core too. And it's a good thing to warm it up, right? Cook it up. And 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 3, 2, last one, and release. All right, let's get rid of that band. Soften your heart, shoulder blades back, and make your way right into a down dog. And now walk your dog. Come onto the tiptoes of one foot and then the other. Good. And then tiptoes of both feet and heels down. And tiptoes and back. Moving with the breath. And then you're going to start walking your feet to your hands and your hands to your feet until you come to a lovely forward fold. Good. Take a breath here. Press your feet down. Make sure you have a nice long spine coming all the way up to center. And bring your palms together to your heart center. And release. And once again, grab a band. And it's all squished up here. Okay. So you're going to start with the band in front of you. Let's do it this way first. You're going to wrap a band around your hands with your thumbs up. Thumbs up. Good. You're going to soften your knees. Take your hips back and forward. So you're going to squeeze your bum and right into the core. But as you do that, you're going to open it up wide. Your elbows stay against your body. Thumbs up. So you decide how much weight you need, how much resistance. You could just hold on to the band. Thumbs up. Sit a little lower. Yeah, because we got into those muscles. You should be nice and warmed up. Good. Elbows in, elbows against your body almost. Thumbs up. You can feel it in your upper back. And 8, 7, 5, 3. Last one. Open it up. Hold it a little pulses. Just a few. Get a little lower in your hips. And all the way back up. And shake that baby out. Let's shake it out. All right, just shake it out. All right. So we're going to go right into biceps first. So you're going to, again, take the strap under your right foot. So if you have a short one here, that's really great because you only need it in your right arm. So you can do it that way, but this particular one is pretty long. And I'm going to have both. All right, keeping your right foot, and you can take your left toes back. Now, if this is too much, you know what to do, right? You keep your feet closer together, but make sure they're wide. Shoulder blades back and down your back. And then you're going to lift right into your right bicep. And stay low. So the lower you go, the more you can take your left toes back, the deeper you're going to get into your hips, your glutes, you know that. And this is a basic bicep curl on the right. But everything we do, I try to do so that you have more than one benefit. Of course, your core works on just about everything. So. And 8, 7, 5, 4, 2. Last one, stay low. Take 8 half. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And step forward. All right, so shake that out. I like to do our upper back like I did so that you can feel the shoulder blades nice and tall. The side bodies are long. Now we're going to go right to the left side here. So find your way with the left. You only need one. Find your right foot back. Find your footing. Your palm is up. Your shoulder blades are down your back. And lift. And the lower you go with your hips, the more you step your right foot back, the deeper you'll get into your left glute, your right hip, and even your right inner thigh. Kind of exciting. that. Let's count. 8, 7. So kind of slow it down. 6, 5, 4, 2. That's 1, and then 8 half. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2. Last one. Back to center. Now, before we take our first half vinyasa, I want you to take those weights that I was talking to you about, light, 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 light. No heavier than 5. I have 3s. You're going to soften your knees a lot and tip the top of your pelvis so far forward that your spine is nice and long like a table. And I could put a cup of tea on my spine here, but there's lots of softness in my knees. My arms are long. I'm going to reach one arm forward and the other one back like a scissor. And then I'm going to not swing them, but I'm going to release them with effort. So I want to make sure there's no momentum. And I'm just going to reach and reach. So everything's going to be warmed up. Those muscles that we use in our upper back and our chest for Cobra and Up Dog, I know are going to be nice and warmed up. Good. Good. No rounded backs, gaze forward. Just a few more here. You don't even need weights here, Olin. You don't need weights. You just scissor your back, babes. That's what I want. Yeah, no weights works just fine here. Good. Should feel that. Let's just take one more on each side. Good. And all the way back up. Release those weights. We're not going to use them again. How's that feel? You feel that? All right. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank. So we're going to get into our core in a lot of ways, but I just want to do this first, belly back. And then lower your knees, your chest, your chin. Walk your hands back, your shoulder blades down your back to make your way into a nice, lovely cobra or an up dog. And right into down dog. And just take a few breaths here, centering yourself. And we're going to go right back to where we started. Yay! Knees back on the earth. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Take your hands behind your head, touching your fingertips. And then as you exhale, you're just going to squeeze your elbows together and round your back. And then inhale all the way back up with your elbows back and a little back bend. 2 more times. And inhale up. Elbows back, your shoulder blades down your back. This is going to help you with Cobra to make sure you're as aligned as you can. Those misalignments in Cobra and Up Dog are not good. And open it up. Come back to center. And once again, you're going to take the band under your foot. Now, you know what? If it's short, you can actually take maybe the outer edge of it, or maybe tie it around your foot. If you tie it around your foot, if you have a shorter band, that might be all you'll need. Give it a go. So you don't have to make a knot, you just have to roll it around your foot. And then you have a nice, secure band around your foot. Okay, try that, Lori girl. Take the band in your right hand. Take your right foot back as you take your right hand forward, and you're going to extend your right leg back behind you, and voila, here we are again. It's my entire French vocabulary, voila. Okay? And once again, we're going to dip and lift. Dip and lift. So this gets into your core. Good. We're doing a lot of hip stuff today, glutes. 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, last one. Back to table. Onto your left hip. So this should feel very familiar. Onto your forearm, day at the beach, or you can take your hand to your head. Right leg is long. And you're going to lift. Now this time, I want you to roll your right inner thigh back. So your toes are going to aim towards the earth. And you're going to get a little bit deeper into those that medius, the IT band. Yeah. Let's do the whole, as Yogi Berra said, the whole catastrophe, right? And 8, 7. This should get hot pretty quick. 6, 5, 3, 2, last one. All right, let's release that. Come to table pose, and let's take a child pose here, like we did last time, between sides. Just take a breath or two here, checking in. Yeah, no rush. And then back to table, stepping your left foot forward. Inhale and circle your arms up, taking your fingertips behind your head, and then squeezing your elbows together as you make your way to a cat back, getting into the hip flexors, and then inhale, open it up, shoulder blades down your back. There's no shrunk shoulders, your heart is open. Just a few more here as a prep to get back into our last. All right. Inhale. Okay, last one. Good. Keep that belly engaged. It's going to be very helpful. Keep grounding in your feet. And back to center, extending your arms up. Take your hands to the earth, grabbing your band. I don't know why I can't remember that. Either if it's short, wrapping it around your foot, taking the band in your left hand. Slide your foot back as you take your left hand to the earth and your left leg, let me do a little more, all the way back. Hips are square to the earth. Good. And bend your left knee and extend. Good. I think you'll be thinking about me today, which is what I'd like you to do. Good. You might want to widen your hand so that the band doesn't get in your way when you bend your knee. Keep that belly engaged. Remember, my hand is on your belly, imagine. And if you have no band at all, this will still be quite an effective exercise. 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, last one. And all the way now onto your right hip while you're there, right hip. Both knees start out bent. Yep. On your forearm or on your elbow. And now your left leg is straight. And you lift and lower. Now I want you to roll the left inner thigh back. And notice how when your toes aim towards the earth, you get a little bit further back in your hip. Yeah, that's another muscle there. Great. And we want to keep it warm and flexible so that we can always get off the floor. Right? Yeah. And 8. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 3, 2, last one, and release. We are done with those. Thank goodness. And then back to table pose. I'm just going to turn around and into down dog. Very carefully into dog. Oh yeah, things should be feeling nice and warm here. And then walk your feet to your hands. And your hands to your feet, back to that nice deep fold. Inhale and circle your arms all the way up and bring your palms together to your heart center. And release. Again with the band. So now you might want a little stronger band. I'm using a little bit heavier band here in my right hand. And I'm going to take my right arm up over my head, bend my right elbow. So my right elbow is forward. Yep, Allison knows. Left thumb down, bend your left elbow, grab your left hand, grabs the band and pulls it down as the right arm draws it up. But this time you can stay like this. Or you can take your left foot back like we did last time. Or another option is to come to that curtsy and stay low in the curtsy. But I want your right elbow aiming towards forward. And keep a lot of resistance on that right tricep. Yeah. We'll get back to biceps too, guys. We need to have both. Slow 8, slow 7. You can really adjust your elbow towards forward. Good. 5, slow. 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh, that was good. All right, and shake it out. Yeah, shake, shake, shake. All right, now for our center, I like to stop in the center. And this time, you know what? Let's do goddess. Feet wide, hips back. So let's just do all the whole party here. And you're going to take your band around your upper back. Let's start with our, all right, let's continue with upper back here. So this is really cool. When you come to upper back, the difference between upper back and chest work is to take a little rounding of your upper back and then reach it back. The difference between upper back work here is allowing the shoulder blades to roll away from and back toward the spine. Now, if we were doing chest, your shoulder blades stay together and down your back, and then you press through the chest muscles. Can you feel the difference? So my band is behind my back, guys. It's behind my back and under my armpits. Elbows are in. Let's try this. Let's do it right for chest. All right, guys? So shoulder blades down your back. Let's get into goddess. So the shoulder blades stay down your back and together, and you press forward, squeezing the pec muscles. That way, you get right into the chest. When you release your back, you're going to get into the upper back, which is also good, which is why I like this, because I know you're safe no matter how you're doing it. Make sure you have nice resistance on your band. Stay low in your hips. And squeeze those pecs, squeeze your chest. Those chest muscles get tight because we tend to release our upper back. Good. And 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. All the way back. And let's just shake it out. Notice how nice and tall you're standing? So good, so good. All right, because this is a short period of time, we're going to step into our left foot and take your right foot back, or you can come into that curtsy. You're going to take your band into your left hand, left arm over your head, bending your left elbow, right? Right hand out to the right, rolling your whole arm bone forward so that you bend your elbow and you pull it down, right? Keep the left hip back and reach and reach. Oh, nice. Slowly, the elbow is going to want to wander about, but you're going to keep the elbow kind of towards your head and towards forward. I'm going to choke up a little bit on my band, but notice how this all affects your core. And 8, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up. Take some little pulses. Oh, my elbow. And release. Oh, that was really good. What do you say if we take one little flow? Okay. Inhale, circle your arms up. Notice all the toning in your body, the humming, the energy, the Shakti, the feminine. And then twist to your right, however you choose, keeping your left hip back. Take a breath. Good. Inhale back to center, stay in Utkatasana, and twist to your left. Oh yeah. I don't even feel any gas in that left. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank and either come right into dog or you can take that half vinyasa. Everything's nice and cooked. And right into down dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, right into warrior one. Good. So I have to play here. So you're going to take your band, your longest band, under your right foot. But you're in warrior one, guys. So your right hip is back. You're going to dip forward, shoulder blades hugged, and you're going to, you know what? Let's row it back. We're going to do it. Row it back just a few times. Because we're going to be doing rowing sitting. And then while we're here, I want your elbows back, your heart forward, and you're simply going to kick back to some triceps. You could even flip your palm up at the end, and it goes back. Flip it up. Good. And 8, slowly. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Release your band and come right into warrior two on the right. Good. Make sure your spine is nice and long. Your right toes out to the right, your right thigh bone back. Take your hands to your hips, your bum back. And then right into a triangle. See where you're at on the right. Good. Let's get a nice stretch there. Right into that triangle. Back of your head back. Take your left hand to the earth and step back to down dog. This is going to be our last standing, guys. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale to warrior one. Good. So really get into it. Last one, I want you to take your band under your left foot. We're going to do first 8 rows. So you really get your bands nice and connected. Yeah. Make sure there's no rounded backs. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last tricep, back. And you can flip your palms up, but the elbows stay back. And let's count 8 slowly. 7, your gaze is slightly forward. 6, 5, 3, 2, last 1, and we are done with that. And right into warrior 2. So set it up. Left toes are out to the left thigh bones back. Your left ribs are even rolled forward, your arms to T. Let's get deep. Good. Take your hands to your hips. Bend both your knees. Take your bum back. I always want your hips back. Now you're gonna go right into a triangle on the left and just see where that goes. Leaning back, reaching your left ribs forward. Big full breath. Oh, yummy. Yeah. And release. Take your right hand to the earth. Step your right foot wide of your left. And make your way into your yoga squat, whatever that looks like. So it might look like this with your forearms on your thighs. It might look like this. I have to just adjust my feet. And I want you just to be there. This is really important no matter what it looks like, right? And we are done standing, so we're going to go from here onto our bum and work on our bicep one last time and our upper back one last time and shoulders. So come to seated. Good. All right. Now, you're going to take that bar band around the soles of your feet once again. And you're going to have soft knees, like you're, I don't know, in a go-kart, right? So the first one is going to be a bicep curl. So you can wrap the bands around your hands. Now this is a bilateral, obviously, bicep curl. If you want to come a little deeper, you can tip the top of the pelvis back and get into your core and just stay there. Exhale. You can find a little pulse there. You can bend your knees a little bit more. Everyone's going to want to do it different. You know, any step of the pose is the pose. So this is just the first core. We're going to do more core work here, obviously, right? I like to do this too. But this is really for the bicep. So my intention is really to get into bicep here. So if you don't want to do core yet, stay upright. And 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, last one. And all the way back up. I hope you guys felt that. So let's do some core work, just core work. So you're going to come to line on your back. And I want you to take a circular band and you're going to take it so that it's wrapped around your outer knuckles, like you're doing cat's cradle, guys. Yeah. And then you're going to roll the top of your pelvis back. So you can already feel the engagement of your core. And when you get there, your lower back is flat against the earth. So you want to keep the top of the pelvis back, guys. You're gonna take your arms as far back as they go. They might not go up over your head, it doesn't matter. But I want you to keep the hands widening that band so you can feel the engagement in your arms. That's gonna affect your core, so weird. So option one is to lift your chest and reach forward. Keeping that engagement in the band. That's gonna really affect your core. It's so weird, but it does. Option one. Option two is to take one knee up and come back, and the other knee up. This is the most excellent option. Make sure you're exhaling when you come up. Exhale and squeeze. Option three is to take both knees. Find your option. And we're going to do 8 more. 8. Notice how slow we're going. 7. 6. So this is just finishing up the core. 5. 4. 3. Keep the resistance on that band. 3. 2. Top of the pelvis back. Last one, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And all the way back. Oh yeah, release that band. Release the band. Draw your knees towards your chest and give yourself a little release in your low back by rolling your knees away from each other. Take some big, full breaths. We're almost done. So delicious. So this time I want you to come on up, and you're going to take the band, the round band, around the arches of your feet. So this is kind of where the bands were when we were kicking back. But this time you're going to come onto your forearms. Another variation of day at the beach, shoulder blades back. And you're going to lift your legs so that your knees are at tabletop. Keep a width of the band so you'll feel it in your outer hips, your IT band. And you're going to simply bicycle. Take a bicycle. Take a break anytime if you need one. So your feet might be wider than usual in order to keep a resistance in the band. That resistance in the band is going to fire up your core and your IT band, your hips. Exhale, exhale, good. And 8, that was great. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take 4 more just for good measure, for good luck. Last one. And all the way back up. And release that band. Draw your knees to your chest, give yourself a hug. Oh yeah. Good stretch in your low back. Good breath here. All right, I like to do one more thing here, guys. So you don't even need a band here. But if you want to take your longer band, again, around the soles of your feet, the arches, you're gonna cross the band into an X. Dip back. I'm going to take the band around my hands and simply reach right and left and right. So you're going to get little twists, the spine. Exhale, exhale. Your hand can stay in a fist. If you roll the band around your hand, it'll stay a little easier. And 8, 7, 6, 5, good, 4, 3, 2. Last one of the last one of the last one. Oh yeah. And we are done. Let's stretch it out. So come to seated. Yay! Take your right arm across your body. Take your left arm and just give it a little bit of a squeeze, stretching your right shoulder, breathing into it. Yeah. And release. Take your left arm across your body. Hug it with the right. I know my shoulders are not one shoulder, one side, the whole right side of my body is a little different than the left, obviously. Good. And release. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift your heart. Get a nice softness in your elbows as you fold slightly forward. Doesn't matter how far you get. Good. Inhale all the way back up. Take your right hand to the earth. You can press it down. And you're going to press your right fingertips down as you take your left ear towards your left shoulder. But you're pressing the earth away with your right hand. You can even take your left hand to your right ear and give yourself an additional little stretch. Right. Oh, yeah. And breathe into it. Even when we release, when we relax, we should do it with the Shakti, with intention and power. Yes. And all the way back to center. Take your left fingertips to the earth. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder. If you want, you can take your right hand to your left ear. But really press your left hand down to get a nice stretch in the left shoulder. Close your eyes and breathe it. Inhale back to center. And then again, roll onto your back. Oh yeah, all the way slowly onto your back, arms to T. Slide your bum to the left just a little bit. As you lift your knees, just take one quick little twist to the right. Getting a nice twist here, reaching your left hip away from you. Take 2 big full breaths here and inhales. And exhales through your nose, if you can. And then all the way over to the other side, I like to slide my bum over to the right in order to twist to my left. Then make your way back to center, taking your arms, palms up beside you. Lift your bum and just kind of shake it out. And then I want you to roll your spine towards the earth so that your tailbone and your sit bones come to the earth last. Inhale through your nose, big inhale, all the way up till your rib cage expand into the earth. And then exhale slowly through your mouth. Right into corpse pose. And allow yourself to take just a few minutes to allow the energy in your body to release and take in the gifts of this practice. Start rolling your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, extend your arms up over your head. Exhale through your mouth. Draw your knees to your chest and roll to your right side. And then make your way to a seat on your mat. Bring your palms together at your heart center with your eyes closed. The feminine energy of the universe is what animates everything. And we are that power, all of us. Take care of yourself. Take care of that power. The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Mwah. Love you guys. Let me stop the recording.